Well, hey there. My name is Amanda. I am 33 years old and I live in Austin, Texas. And I just wanted to drop a quick video in here to introduce myself and share a story about me just in case you're feeling like I once was. Just as a disclaimer, I started an Instagram account maybe 3 years ago and I didn't know what it was going to be about. I didn't know like what I would share there. And shortly thereafter, I had a big life epiphany. At that point in time, I had just moved to a new town. I just moved a city, really. I moved to Austin, Texas. And I had thought at that point that I was really going to take a shift in my life. I was going to become healthier. I was going to stop drinking as much. I was going to work out and eat really great food. And that was ideal. But what I found is as I tried to integrate myself into new social circles, I fell right back into the same party girl habits that I had been in my late 20s. And I was staying out too late at night. On the weekends, I was spending most of my weekends hungover, wishing that I hadn't drank so much the night before. I was going out planning to only have a couple, and that always turned into a few too many. And even though I didn't have what classified as a problem, alcohol still felt like a problem in my life. However, because I'm stubborn and like most of you who are probably watching this video, I was considered a normal drinker. I didn't drink in excess. I didn't have any sort of physical dependency. And most of us fall into kind of this gray area. And so because of that, I kind of started going around and poking for resources. And the only resources I could find for people who wanted to quit drinking were for people who were addicted, and that didn't resonate with me. So I just perpetuated this cycle of not being able to find anyone who was an example of what I wanted to do. And so I just stayed stuck and complacent in being a normal drinker. And finally, I decided I had enough. I was not going to let the fact that there was a stigma attached to people who quit drinking hold me back, because I felt so convicted that I needed to change my relationship with alcohol. And during this time, I tried moderation. I tried to say, I'm only going to drink so many nights a week. I'm only going to have X amount of drinks when I go out, only to fail because of peer pressure, because freaking alcohol is addictive. And after you have one, it's easy to go down a slippery slope. So I was always beating myself up for failing at this moderation plan. And in January of 2017, I decided to do dry January. And that went so well that I knew in my heart that 30 days is not enough for me to learn what my life would actually be like without alcohol. And something in my soul said, Amanda, if you want to live the life of your dreams, the life that you are capable of, the life that you have been able to imagine but not grasp at this point, you need to quit drinking. It's not going to help you. It's not for you. And so even though it was scary, even though I was afraid that I wouldn't have any friends and that I'd become a social outcast and that no one would want to date me and that I wouldn't know how to survive happy hours and networking events or know what to do at weddings and happy hours and on vacation, I took the leap and I decided that I was going to give up alcohol for another 60 days. And after the end of that, I guess total 90-day period, I realized that alcohol was severely holding me back. It was the one thing that was keeping me from living the life of my dreams. And even though it was so scary for me to go against the social norm and give that up, it was hands down the best decision I ever made. And the woman who was afraid to quit drinking also spent most of her weekends tired, lethargic, eating crap, and having this tremendous anxiety that I'd done something wrong, even though I knew I hadn't. I went from being unmotivated and kind of sad and depressed and hopeless about where I was going in life to being a woman who I think confidently can say that most people would say I am the most positive, optimistic, happy, energetic, and motivated woman that they know. And if you have been feeling like you want to renegotiate your relationship with alcohol, I would just love to reflect back to you what I was looking for 2.5 years ago when I went out on a search to find someone's voice who resonated with me. And I want to say that you don't have to hit rock bottom to quit drinking. And I just hope that this message goes out to anyone who needs to hear it, and that it is my pleasure and my greatest honor to serve you and to reflect back anything that you need to hear today. So thanks for listening.